Okay, I was gonna talk some more after the Trans Women Are Men song, but I pressed stop because I was doing test footage before that. Fucking whatever. You're gonna hear it again. Trans women are men. Trans women are men. If you cut your dick off, you're still a man. You're never fucking gonna be a woman. You're a man. You're a man. You're still a man. What's good? You are. That was another version of the song, okay? It has multiple verses and they never end. So feel free to, make your own verses, and like it can be a collaborative effort, right? You don't have to play piano like me, it's cool. You can just do the song, you can do a rap, you can sign about it. You can just respond to it. You know what else you can do, which I would totally be into, is you can record yourself. You can just send me a verse. You don't even have to send me a video, baby. You can fucking send me a verse, whatever the fuck you want, and then I'll sing it on camera. I could even do like a compilation of a bunch of y'all's verses and then do a whole fucking song for real. But like I said, it never ends, so it would be an ongoing thing. This is the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, but what does it go? Not knowing what it was, but they'll continue singing it forever. This just because trans women are men. They're men. What's good? You're a man if you're a trans woman. You are a man with a dick. Okay? You probably have a dick, unless you cut it off. If you cut it off, you have a dick, but it's in some sort of landfill, decaying. I honestly don't know what they do with discarded body parts like that. So if you could tell me, I want to know. Because that's where their dicks are. I don't know, I just, the thought of cutting off dicks is suddenly appealing to me, because like the song says, trans women are men. And I wanted to hold on, I'm so sorry, my cat needs to go outside. Danielle, honey, Danielle, do you want to go out? Mom, I'll be right back. Go up, Mom. Go up, Dan. Sorry, I don't know how far the sound carries. My cat's really hungry, so I had to feed her. But good news, she's all fed now, so hopefully she won't make any more noise until she has to go outside, which is going to be in a few minutes. Got a kombucha. I got a kombucha. It was in my fridge. I was saying that trans women are men because they're men. So the reason why they have gotten to the point where they're at, where people are saying that they're women, is because they are most likely from abusive homes that use really common abuse tactics against them their whole lives, probably growing up, because their parents probably shouldn't have had them. If you're so sexist, okay, I'm not laughing because it's funny, I'm laughing because I am really disturbed by this, and sometimes you just have to fucking laugh about it. So I was saying that their parents should not have had children, okay? Because they should not have had the children, okay? Because if my little... So I don't have any human children right now. But if my little future imaginary daughter was 8 years old and she liked, and all the neighbors in our the nearby neighbors that she played with were little boys around her age. And if they wanted to go running around with their shirts off, and she wanted to take her shirt off too, I would let her, obviously. But if she, so, that's if she's like quite young, but I would actually still let her anytime. I go around topless, by the way, I will add, because that's legal in Oregon. Okay, I do as often as I can. It's not really warm anymore, so I can't. But, when it's warm out, go topless! I digress. I would let her run around with the boys. With her shirt off. Because there's no problem in doing that, But if I were a bad parent and someone not able to, okay, I just had a really crazy thought. Are these people, like, not good parents, or are they just totally uneducated? Were they just born and were they just, like... I digress. This is such a fucking goddamn rabbit hole, everyone, so it's hard for me to stay on track. If they think that their daughter their adolescent daughter cannot run around outside with her two little playmates that are boys without her shirt on, and they're going to tell her that, and they're going to be like, I don't fucking know, I'm trying to think of a good name that's cute. Justine. Are they going to be like, Justine, you cannot do that? And Justine's going to be like, why, Mom and Dad? Kenny and Banjo are doing it too. If your answer is because you're a girl, that's not an answer. That's not a reason that a child is going to comprehend. She's not going to get it. Justine is not going to get it, okay? So if your child, however, is 4, 5, or 3, 4 probably, they would do this at 4, and runs out into the street when he or she should not, and you're right there, you fucking run out there and you grab her and yell at her because you're scared not to go in the street. This is an extreme scenario, okay? Let's just say that this is extreme, where the parent is super scared, whatever. Maybe you are going to traumatize Justine to be afraid of the street. Good. Kids should not fucking be playing in the street. In most places. Some places you can, other places you can't. Sometimes it's the only place to play. But anyway, that's a good thing to be traumatized about. Justine should be afraid of cars. She should stay the fuck away from them. Okay? But you should not tell Justine not not wear a shirt because she's a girl, or because she likes trucks, or because Kenny likes Barbies that he can't play with them because he's a boy. That's abusive. Okay? It's abusive. And it fucks with Kenny's head. It fucks with Justine's head. It fucks with everyone's heads when you say dumb shit like that to a child who cannot comprehend it, but you're, like, sexualizing the child by saying that their playing preferences are against their sex. What? You shouldn't be a parent if you can't fucking handle that shit. Okay? You shouldn't. Parenting is really hard. And if you actually put some thought into it before you had a kid, you probably would have fucking put 2 + 2 and made 4 and been like, you know what, I'm just better off not having kids. I don't know how to discipline them. I don't know how to deal with them. I don't know what typical kid behaviors are. I've never really handled a kid before. Best I don't become a parent. Right? because this abuse that was E. E. Because that abuse that you abused your child with by saying, Timmy can't wear a dress, Timmy can't play with Barbie, Timmy can't be gay, Timmy can't be feminine, is going to, could bite you in the ass if Kenny, I forgot because this hypothetical child's name, is going to become addicted to porn and then try to become a woman. And pornography is abusive. And when you grow up being abused, you grow up thinking... So here's the thing that people forget, that people who are not abused forget about people who are abused, which is most people, I'm convinced, growing up. Most people are abused in some way. Women are for being women. Okay, if you're going to grow up abused, then you're going to be... what I was going to say is that abusive parents can be good parents sometimes. Just because they're abusive does not mean that they're all bad all around, right? Because, abusive parents still love their kids. They still love them. So they are trying to do what they know, what they think is best to raise their kid because they love their kid. Even if you hate your kid, you love your kid. Because it's your kid. Unless you really don't, and that's really scary. Okay, beside the point. I digress. This is still a rabbit hole, by the way. What was I even saying? That abuse is gonna fucking bite you in the ass, Mom and Dad. It will bite you in the ass because your kid is gonna learn how to love someone else by being abusive towards him or her. The trans cult is based entirely in bullying. And most parents are bullies. Most older siblings are bullies. A lot of teachers are bullies. A lot of caregivers to children are bullies because they don't know how to raise children. Someone who's technically a family member of mine, but I don't consider myself related to her. I remember she would when her kids were quite a bit younger, she has 2 kids. When her kids were younger than 10, she would fucking mock them. She would imitate them when she thought they were whining. But I was with those kids plenty of times, and plenty of those times that she thought they were whining, they were just asking totally innocent questions, and she was just annoyed because she probably shouldn't have been a mom to begin with. She would just repeat what they said in a really annoying way. I'm not even gonna imitate it because it's fucked up. But so then they think that abuse like that is love, because they also love their parent, right? They also love their caregiver. They also love their sibling. So I was talking to Why Do We Need Gender, formerly Green Party XX. And we were turfing out, like we do, every chance we get. We were just talking about their tactics, about how they abuse people, how they talk over women, how they do their stupid ass chants, how they do their trans women are women fucking emojis and shit. We were talking about that, and I was like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of little kids insulting each other. When fucking Gregory is like, Leah, you're a poopy pants. I would be like, Gregory, I know you are, but what am I? Or I'd be like, no, you're poopy pants. Like, that's the kind of fucking shit that children say. That's the kind of ways that children act, okay? And when you're abused severely from being bullied, guess the fuck what? You've been abused. And you're gonna repeat that fucking goddamn behavior, like, trans women are women, and say, let's kill all TERFs, and I know you are, but what am I, you filthy TERF? Like, it's abuse. And they're just performing abuse because they think that's how you show love to someone that you care about. When clearly they were abused. I had this stupid-ass training at work the other day. And the guy who did it talked about trannies a lot. And he also said to almost every person in the room when they spoke, except for me, we'll get to that in a second, they'd be like, someone would be like, well, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, well, I don't mean to assume your gender, but, you appear to be female presenting. Are you okay with his, she, her pronouns? Like, he said that to every person who spoke. Unless it was, not every person who spoke, because he forgot. A bunch of times. I'm sure. Because it's kind of easy to forget some goddamn nonsense that doesn't make any fucking sense to do. The reason why trannies are in it so good with the gays and the women, with the gay men, I mean specifically, and lesbians, the reason why they're in it so good with them is that those two groups of people, gay men, lesbian women, and women, gay, straight, or bi, are all disadvantaged in society. All of us have been abused for being female, for being gay, for being female and gay. Okay? So to twannies walk on in, and they're like, hey, I just want you guys to know that I'm a man, that I'm a woman. Hey, I just want you guys to know that I'm a woman. It puts the lotion on its skin and then it gets the hose again. Okay? That's what they're fucking doing! Fuck all y'all are Buffalo Bill. I don't give a shit. Seriously. You're all fucking Buffalo Bill and I am done with it! Cut it out! Oh my god, you're a man. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. Only a man would behave that way. That's why all men are serial killers, you dumb shits. Fuck! I think I've upset my dog. Check in. Honey, come here. Sorry. I'm sorry. Me calling you a man, which you are, is not abusive. Is it abusive for me to tell you to tie your shoe when it's untied? Is it abusive for me to tell you there's something in between your teeth when there is? Is that abusive? No, it's fucking reality. A lot of the time you don't want to hear reality because a lot of the time reality sucks. Like, you realize you're a man and how this whole fucking world is dying because of your sex. Yeah, that must suck, you guys. But hey, to make things fair, all you hops need to woman the fuck up. Now. Cut it out. Cut out your fucking dick sucking and your fucking doggy style fucking sex. Okay? Cut out your pro-prostitution horse shit. Stop being a goddamn hop. Wake up. Women are abused. Almost everyone who spoke in that stupid ass training was like, sorry. Oh, sorry. None of the men who spoke apologized. Because when you're a woman, you have to apologize for speaking. No wonder the trannies fucking got under our skin. I used to be pro-trans, by the way. I used to be all up in that shit. Y'all saw my peak trans story, okay? I used to be all up in that shit. I did. Until I realized it was sexist as fuck. My friend Brooke says these two things, and she is right. These are two statements. Like I say can you describe what a woman is without using sexist stereotypes? I say that all the time. Brooke says these all the time. 1. Trans women are men performing their favorite sexist stereotypes. 2. Transphobia does not exist. It is either homophobia, misogyny, or racism, or some combination of that 3. But transphobia on its own does not fucking exist. Bruv. If you're a man, hold on. If you're a man, right, and I see you walking down the street, and you're like huge, and you're a man, and you're wearing a fucking dress, right? Do you really think I'm gonna be afraid of you? Because you're wearing a dress? Do you think I'm going to be afraid of you because you're wearing a dress, fucker? No, I'm afraid of you because you're a man wearing a dress. Hello. You're a man, not a woman. Trans women are men. Okay, I have to go. Bye.